Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you to read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Might be looking to run. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Direct snap. Shakes off the tackler. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history. This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to add another to their lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. The sweet beat keeping the play alive.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the...
And that pass intercepted. taking it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Pushes ahead. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. For the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Striving for the goal line, loose football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets... Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 15, LSU 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Made a defender miss. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he tacks on the extra point. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collective.
Fires and picked off. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football.
Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And it's up and no good. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. After that last score, the lead still at 19. Pretty big deficit as they are set to kick off. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebel! A little trickeration is always in order, especially when you execute like that.
You ain't lying, that's it.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Using his feet, he breaks a tackle. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. This is a designed run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's caught. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays, and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the...
And they got him for the sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Estes. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's right on target. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass. Complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, LSU.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
We just went into half. We drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Delivers the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Working that left side now.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tigers are on the move. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle. It's Estes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
They're trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Got enough space. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. And the Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is to...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Brings up 2nd down.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Duggan. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem in trying to stop this running back.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the running back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Gain of 3. Third down coming up.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 38, LSU.
A new set of downs after the completion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throwing right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
At the 26-yard line. Third down coming up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide out in motion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's perfectly fine. From a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ballgame to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quick.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Runs through a tackle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Rebels get the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. It's a reverse. Fakes his man out. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Complete out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He wants a big play here late. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Wants to throw on second down. And that is his fifth interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going up top on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.